The federal government is overhauling its gun laws, saying it plans to streamline licensing and end needless paperwork. But Southern Alberta gun owners don't seem impressed by the proposed changes. Terry Vogt reports.
The Harper government says it plans to bring common sense to firearms licensing. Proposed changes were announced in Ontario Wednesday by Public Safety Minister Stephen Blaney.
We are also intend to make sure that throughout the country our Canadian law is applied in the same way.
The government is calling it the Common Sense Firearms Licensing Act. It says the changes will end needless paperwork, streamline firearms licensing, and reduce red tape for law-abiding gun owners. But after reviewing the details, Southern Alberta gun owners say the legislation doesn't appear to be anything significantly new.
It's more patches on the patchwork. It's a good patch, but it's still a patch on patches of patches in an expensive program where the money could be spent better.
It was nothing that was really going to concern us or change the way we do business here.
Ted Feller owns a Lethbridge gun store. He says the changes being proposed by the government are basically the way the laws are already being enforced. That includes provisions that provide a grace period, so people wouldn't immediately become criminalized for paperwork errors or because they failed to renew their licenses on time for restricted weapons.
It seems that the government is either short-staffed or just really doesn't care right now, because what they do is they don't flag somebody until a year after their license is expired, and then they send out what's called a revocation notice, and even when they send that out, they still give the person 30 days to comply to their order.
Organizations that represent gun owners say there are still a lot of senseless rules. They say the proposed changes are just an incremental step forward in making the laws more fair for Canadian gun owners. Terry Vogt, CTV News, Lethbridge.
The government says it plans to table the proposed legislation in the fall.